It's a new show, which means Special Conditions is back. Normally, we'd be with our new segments and stuff, but today we have two special guests today, Zach and Zach. And we'll introduce them and learn a little bit about them shortly. But the episode is brought to you by Patreon. Shout out to the community that keeps the Pokemon Professor Network rolling. For $1 a month, you can support the network and join our Patreon exclusive Discord at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor. What's up, Pokemon TCG fans? Welcome to episode 100, or just kidding, it's 200 of Special Conditions, where competing and collecting collide. Today is, what's it, February, March? Is it March? It's March already.
It's
March 4th,
already.
It's March.
2026. I'm Adam. You heard those voices. Justin is back as always. And yeah, huge shout out to our new Giovanni level producer, Boris. Yeah, we really appreciate having you as our Giovanni, the boss in the background.
All right, so Adam, you brought these guests. It's easy to remember their names. It's both Zach. But how do you know them?
So both of them I've played, competitively with them, card game wise. Right? Does that make sense? Does that?
I have a picture of me and you at the Hartford Regionals. It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
There's a picture somewhere
How
of
long
me
ago
and
is that?
you hugging it out at the end of a Digimon tournament.
Was that 2023 or 2022, Adam?
I want to say 2023.
I think so.
Possibly 2022. I feel like I did a lot. Like I went to Barcelona in October 2023. So it might have been 2022.
I think it was 2023 because I think it was the last year they did Hartford.
Okay.
Because we outgrew that venue.
That makes sense.
Like,
'Cause I think it was after I did Arlington.
Yeah, that was the same season.
And then for this episode, we're going to call Zachary, Zach, and Zachary. No, we're going to call Zach with Niche Collectibles. We're just going to call him Niche because it differentiates it. Is that okay? Are you cool with that?
That's fine.
Oh,
That's
he has
how-
niche on his shirt. That way I can remember.
That's how other vendors differentiate us too, so it actually works out perfectly.
All right. So Niche was playing Digimon at locals, and we have been playing and trading cards for a long time in the Digimon competitive scene.
I would say I hit 2 years playing Digimon now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it came out during COVID. I had been
Right, I didn't even
collecting
know-
cards,
Yeah.
but it wasn't
Yeah.
until
Digimon have been around that long.
well, they were impossible to find. Similar to One Piece, like it was impossible to find at the beginning, and then and it's now in stores. And
Yeah, by like BT 5 or 6, it was like fine.
Well,
Yes.
now
It was like readily available.
it's like the only thing you can find on shelves now, so I'm still like actively I'll buy like a pack every now and again and rip it, but I kind of fell off of it, to be honest.
Same. It's
Is it
hard
because it's too available.
No, it's because the meta is disgusting.
Yeah, and you can kind of
That's about right.
I mean, the cool thing with Digimon is that you literally can play anything and you could still win just by what's in your security. Just if somebody swings into it and it's, it triggered, destroys something or like takes one of your Digimon out, like stops the attack, like your whole strategy is done. It's really cool. And Zach used to play security control, and that was a pain in my butt.
I brought Zach's list to locals. I think it was like a month ago, and it was a bunch of new players who had no idea what security control was. It was great.
So I'm sorry.
I just post like an apology video later on TikTok. It's fine.
Seriously? Oh,
But yeah, so yeah. That's how we know each other. And then they've been active in card shows in the New England area, and I've been trying to link up and try to figure out shows that I could go to or, be involved somehow. I've worked a show with Zach before. Like you said, Niche and Justin had met in the Best Flippin' Card show when Justin came up here for that weekend.
That's crazy. It was about a year ago this time.
Have I been vending for a year?
I mean, if you were at
No,
that
because I
show,
think that was before you had your personal business.
Okay.
I think you were working for me.
Yeah, I was working for you then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it was like just before. But you're getting there.
I am. Because what are you at now? 2? Or are you at like a year and like some months?
February. I'm at 2 years as of February.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and what are some tips that keep you rolling?
I've talked about this ad nauseum to other vendors. All of card show vending is just a volume business. Like, people will sit there and worry about like, oh, should I buy at 70 or 75%? Nobody cares. It's all a volume business. If you get somebody to come back like 5 times, that's more valuable than making the extra percentage. So like literally vending is just a volume business and getting regular customers. I'd probably make like 50% of my sales to the same like 20 to 25 people.
Okay.
Like it's all just a volume business. You got to just pump in, pump out, get new inventory, and make it all look appealing so that the same people are used to coming back and not seeing the same cards in your showcase.
I feel that. I've been messing around with Whatnot for the past like 2 months now, and
it's so scary. It's so scary.
It's scary. I had my first complaint, I guess. I won't go into like excruciating details, but essentially they had something where they bought with 2 different addresses, and I had already shipped out like next day, and they messaged me like 2 or 3 days later, and they were like, "Hey, I messed up on the address." And I'm like, "It's already in the mail."
Yeah, I mean that's not on you at the end of the day. Like, I'm sure Whatnot protected you on that one, right?
I mean I haven't seen anything about it, but
Yeah.
and then they just kind of keep pressuring, because like the card hasn't returned back to me. They said they contacted USPS, it would be returned to sender. I haven't received anything, and it's been like 3 weeks.
Yeah, you're not going to give a refund when you don't have the card.
Right.
No.
Right.
I go through it with eBay. I'm not going to refund you when I don't have the card in hand. I'm not losing the money. If you put the wrong address, maybe put the right address on your Whatnot. I don't know.
That is
crazy idea.
And that is why I'm afraid to start online, because I am too nice and I will refund.
Okay, question. How does someone order with 2 different addresses? Are you on 2 different accounts betting against each other?
I don't know, but
So, because I've done this on Amazon a few times, actually, there's 2 spots. There's like the address attached to your card and then your like actual address. And sometimes with phones, it auto saves one as the wrong one. It's super weird when it happens, but I've done it like once or twice.
I know when we moved.
I understand
like
that for
moved,
regular phone stuff, but on Whatnot, it's all saved. It never asks you, as long as you're logged
when
into
I
the
came
app.
back to Whatnot, I had errors because I used to live in Mass. So when I came back to Whatnot, my address is still set to Massachusetts. So when I went to buy things,
when I moved from Rochester to Barrington, my address was the same for one of, I don't know, I purchased from Nova TCG or Nova Collects or whatever.
Yeah.
And
love that guy.
And I messaged, I was like, "Hey, my address is wrong," and they were like, "Well, we sent it to that address. I'm sorry," and it eventually got, I don't know, somehow it got forwarded to this address. So I was like, okay, like I still got it.
They ship so quick with Whatnot. Whatnot is probably the biggest issue with that. Because like eBay, most sellers will have like a 2-day shipping handling period. With Whatnot, it's like you finish the stream. Sometimes you're packing that night, or it's the morning
I try
after.
to do that night.
I like how we're complaining about
exactly. Yeah.
Oh, the shipping was too fast.
It's too good. It's too fast. It's too high quality. I
wish
like
I could pay more for slower shipping.
Well, that's the thing too. So it's like you're buying one card and it's like $17, $18. It's like, if you want tracking, like let me know and I can adjust the shipping and fix it. You know what I mean? Like I can work it out.
Yeah.
But like it didn't have that. It was just plain white envelope. And it's like that's kind of like that's the
will
risk.
say
But
that
I do
is-
offer the dollar bubble mailer like upgrade. So like it gets tracking at my detriment. Like so if you bought a dollar card and you bought the dollar bubble mailer, it takes that like $3 away from me or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But I offer it because
We'll
if you want
say-
your stuff tracked, I offer that.
How is the like payout for whatnot though? Is my question.
So after 1,000 sales, so there's like I believe it's like an 8% like fee that they take, and then there's like a 2 point something for the like a transaction, or it's like it's very small. But at the end of the day, it's slow. Like getting paid was slow for the first 2 months, but once I hit 1,000 sales or 1,000 items sold, now I print out the label and it's like it's good to go. Like I can set up a payout almost immediately, which is crazy. Like that's insane to me. But it just means that like I've been consistent, I've been doing it, and I feel very confident in doing it now.
What have you been selling on Whatnot? Are you just doing singles?
I've just been doing singles. I have I tried prismatic packs. Get this, okay? There were like
man.
20 people in the stream, okay? I opened up one of those like that you got at Sam's Club, the surprise,
the ETB plus the
or
booster
the
bundle.
surprise and the booster bundle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
I opened it on I like ripped it apart on stream, and then I opened up the booster bundle, and I was like, all right, I'm just setting the packs at $2, just like I start everything at $2. And the first one ran for $7. I was like, okay, or maybe it was $6. The second one ran for $7. And then like the third one sold for $5, and then the last 3 sold for $4. I was like, what? But the last 3 were duds, and the
that's
first 3
because
were good
everyone's
cards.
there to get your gimmies.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
And I do offer giveaways. I think that's like it's fun too. Like I know if somebody is just there for the giveaways, like you can tell. But I just do like a Japanese V or EX or just a random Japanese card. I just think it's easy. Like it's stuff that like I can't move normally, but it's interesting to people that want it, you know? And it's easy to ship like a single card and just it's good.
So what I'm hearing is
Yeah.
Adam is now in the market to buy Japanese EXs and Vs.
Yes, that's what you're hearing.
Yeah, perfect.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I bought a lot of them. Like I bought a lot off of somebody for very cheap. And so like I just had a plethora, and I've run through a whole bunch of them for the past like month and a half. So I am getting low.
Yeah, they're only like 10 cents a piece usually, right? They're like
I don't
really
know. I
cheap.
got over 100 of them for like less than $20, like shipped, sent to me and everything. So I was like, these are good giveaway cards.
So he's in the market, but he's in the
Yeah.
market for the real cheap deals.
Well, so
Well,
okay,
I
so
just-
we talked about how
Yeah,
Adam's in
sorry.
the market. How are you guys in the market for cards? We've heard Adam's story about Whatnot.
Yeah, a million times.
I am at a point where I literally buy everything because eBay gives me an outlet to get rid of all the weird stuff.
Okay.
I literally just sold, so collector. I don't like collector usually, but the scan feature is solid. I just sold a lot valued at like $2,800 on collector for like 1,700 cash. And it's all like, Adam, you know, like all like the full art, like I have a Grimsley's Move in there, full art trainer, and all the full art trainers from Prismatic. Are those ever moving at a show?
I
No.
beg
So
to
I
differ.
threw them in a collector list. You can beg to differ all you want.
I
Tom.
move all day.
Like, no way.
all day.
Yeah, but you're
You
not
should- you
you're
should
not
take
moving
mine.
like the baby ones. Yeah, listen, I'll trade you. You give me 2
The 60-cent ones, dude, like the prismatic ones. Oh my god.
I sticker
no.
them at $1, and then they buy a bunch of them, and I move on with my day.
No.
My setup at shows is very much you need to complete this set. I have the crap that you don't normally find.
Ah,
Right, that's fair. You do
Like-
have a pretty good selection.
have
I
you
will
been
say that
watching? I was just gonna say you've been watching Pat Flynn's videos about completing all the sets. You know, challenge.
Can I say something about him?
Sure.
Only if it's
Not a-
positive.
Moving on. No,
I'm just kidding.
He's a really good guy and like great for the community. His videos are too much. I've like
Yeah,
They,
it's like way too high key. I need something like I want to sit there and I want to watch Bulbasaur for 2 hours. Like be nice to. I want to watch Coop give slabs away to
yeah.
kids. Like I want to watch like the chill people at this
he's
point.
a great guy.
I don't need like the
And
craziness. It's a
I
lot.
do want to get into his show because it just seems like a good opportunity to get into Card Party, but it's just they're too
There's one coming to
energetic for me.
Dallas.
Good luck getting in.
Are you in
Justin
Dallas?
is
Yeah.
yeah.
How is the spend in Dallas? Because I've heard very bad things about the spend in
You mean
Dallas in
like
terms of like
People
what do
willing
you
to
mean?
spend money.
just in terms of shows. I've heard that there's not a ton of spend down there compared like in terms of Collecticon. I've heard bad things about the spend in Dallas, but good things about the spend in Houston, which is
Well,
I think
I don't understand it. I'm from the Northeast. I don't know a damn
the
thing
only
about
thing I
Texas.
can think of is just because there's so many shows all the time. There's card shows every
Yeah.
weekend. And
Oh yeah.
so
Oh
and
yeah.
so people aren't like looking to move the big stuff. The big stuff I see moving all the time is always in Facebook groups. Like, your
Yeah.
vintage booster boxes, I mean, like, we're
On
talking
Facebook? No
$10,000
way.
sales
I would
No,
never.
on. So do you guys know DFW Pokemon, now called Trading Card World?
I think so.
I've
Another
heard
big
the
group. They're the
name.
ones who started Collecticon. So they're here and they have like this Facebook group, and the sales in there are wild. So I think the big stuff happens there. I don't know about the shows since I don't do vending. I just go,
Yeah.
for fun.
Yeah. Real.
That was actually my next question: if you were a vendor or not, or if you just kind of
Nope.
hung
I
out at
just came
card.
to I just come to hang out.
You just go to card shows to pay the entry fee to walk around and be like, I'm home.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
perfect. Honestly, I go 2 weeks without a card show, and I'm scratching my arms waiting
Yeah.
for the next
Oh,
one.
dude,
Yeah,
I swear, Card House was looking at me like the Green Goblin mask. I was like so ready. Oh my god.
as Nick would say, body is ready.
Yes. Yep.
I will say a lot of times here, I don't think the vendors here are doing themselves any favors, because when I'm looking at prices, like I know prices, and I'm like, these prices are all high. So sometimes you find something like niche that you want or cool, but it's almost like they're doing themselves a disservice. They know the sales volume is low, so they're pricing higher, and then it's just like a negative loop.
Yeah, I usually I round up to the nearest five on anything that's like super low end.
Sure.
For like the weird high end stuff, it's like I'm usually gonna sticker at one of the higher sales as long as there's a couple to support it, and then when some like I'm ready to accept that offer.
Yeah.
So like I have a Magikarp Whale Lord and a PSA 9 right now. I stickered at 1200. Realistically, the market's like 11 to 1000.
Mhm.
If somebody offered me 1050, probably wouldn't even bat an
I
eye.
think the highest card I have right now is like $150.
I try to
Hey, it's
stay
good.
off of the $1,000 plus
It's
stuff,
great,
but this one looked pretty.
and I know that $150 card is going to get me a lot of smaller kind of $20 cards, but still, it's crazy to me that I've seen and held cards that are worth thousands of dollars.
Yeah, this last show was the most insane. Like I like couldn't stop. Like I always had somebody at the table. There was always a deal happening. I traded my XY Evolutions Charizard ETB for a Bubble Mew and a Charizard EX from 151. I mean, there's other stuff involved, but I then immediately that guy walked away. Immediately traded the Bubble Mew for this guy pulled out his old childhood binder of the best condition Japanese like Neo cards I've ever seen. He's like, if there's anything in here that I could trade to help pay for that, I would really appreciate that. And he was shaking, he was nervous, like he really wanted that Bubble Mew, and I'm like, I think the last sale or whatever was priced at 470, so that's kind of just what I had it at. I think it's now like 5 something. Yeah, so I probably had it low. I'll just say that. But He had a Umbreon, the original Moonbreon, Japanese. I think it's like a $250 card. It looks immaculate, like it looks beautiful.
Gorgeous card.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is something I gotta get graded, because even in a 9, it's even in an 8. I think it's double whatever it is raw, and then 9 it just goes up, and then a 10 is just thousands of like. I gotta get it graded for sure.
Is it? Do you think it's tenable or?
I think it's very tenable.
Ooh, that'll be huge for
You
you.
should have got it. I just sent out PSA like yesterday. You should have texted me. Damn. I like just sent out.
Well, I don't know.
Although you probably have to send a higher tier than I did. I think I sent like the $45 tier or something.
For something like that, I think you have to spend the higher money. Like,
Yeah,
Adam, have
Yep.
you submitted to PSA?
I have not yet. I did have that in the cart, and then I was like, well, if I'm sending to PSA, I might as well set, because I did trade for 3 cards. I traded for the Japanese Houndoom, simply because I know you like it, Justin, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with it yet, but
Yeah.
I did trade for it. It was the least expensive out of all of them. And then I also traded for a Team Rockets Dragonite from the Rocket set, which
Oh, that's a
again,
good
it's
one, yeah.
$75, but grading a 10, astronomical. Not astronomical, but like 400 or 500. So it's they have potential, and they looked very clean. So I was like, I'm definitely willing to work out something with these. But he just kept trying to like throw out more cards. I'm like, I don't really want to touch too much of Japanese. Like it's very hard to move Japanese compared to English cards.
Japanese needs to either be high end or intense, and there's really not like so the bulkier
Wait,
stuff.
what do you mean by intense?
I sent to CGC. In tens,
Oh,
so it already
10,
needs to
10.
be graded a 10.
I was like, intense.
Yeah, especially for modern.
really,
No,
really
like-
intense Japanese cards.
There are some really intense Japanese
There
cards.
are.
Japanese is hard to move. I buy Japanese IRs in bulk at like $1 a piece, and then I just throw them all off to CGC and like double my money and sits there for like a month at a
Yeah.
time. Because all the low end stuff just doesn't move.
Right, so we talked.
I feel
So
that.
Zach, what is your highest value card that you have?
I think it's that Magikarp Wailord right now. I did so last month. When I went to NAIC last year for Pokemon, and I got top 4 in GLC. They gave me. Do you know the Charizard Metal promo from the Ultra Premium
Yes.
collection? Yeah, they gave me one of those.
Oh,
For real?
This thing is clean. Oh, so clean. I'm
do
not
they
even
even
Great
still
kidding.
story.
grade those?
So
Yes, they do.
So here's the thing. They just restarted.
Oh,
So I sent it off, got it back on a 9.
Wow.
I'm like, oh crap. 9's only like $400. I'm walking it around a card show, and one of the other vendors is like, dude, this is clean. You should regrade this. So I crack it out with my trusty bottle opener.
I just
Send it
use my
back in.
teeth.
that
I've heard about this. Okay, all right. I need to stop my story.
Can I get can we get an example of you doing this?
Like my teeth hurt thinking
Hold
about
on.
this.
Is he
dude.
gonna do it? Because that's crazy to me.
I don't
Oh my
have something I
goodness.
want to break open.
an
with my
old
teeth.
TGA slab that you need to crack open.
Like, hang on, let me.
Crack open.
Right, this is
one of
gonna.
the,
This is. Hold on. Well, right here I have all my like V friend stuff, so I don't really want to break open any of that. Look at all the
That's
V friends. So many V friends.
So many
You
friends.
guys want to see something wild?
Yeah.
Check this out.
What
It's
is
a
that?
it's a sympathetic squid, emerald, 1 of 1.
Oh,
It's hard to see, but it does say 1 of 1 right here.
yes.
That's an expensive card.
I can't believe you cracked slabs with your teeth.
He told me. So I'm sitting at a show and I go over to Adam and I'm like, "Hey, do you have a bottle opener? I need to crack a slab." And he goes, "Oh, just use your teeth casually." Like, out of nowhere.
What if you like get the plastic in there? What if the
You know-
plastic goes shooting into your mouth like an explosive?
so-
What do you do?
All right, so I'm gonna take a Forever Phoenix, and I'll
Oh,
do
here we
the
go.
thing.
Okay,
I'll do
I
the
think what we
thing
got to
with
do
it.
is we got to like start going around to shows and like charging people to watch Adam do this.
It's like the circus.
Are you ready?
All
It's
right,
like the boredom circus.
This is terrible. This is not how you do it, folks.
Oh yeah,
You
we
gotta
have
go
the
around.
sound. We have the
It's
sound
silent.
isolating on, so you it cancels out the sound, but
Oh, if you can't hear it,
Is there a sound to it?
there is. It just, I don't know, kind of sounds like crunching.
It sounds like eating a bowl of like Frosted Flakes, guys.
Yeah, it does.
oh gosh.
So it's
Yeah,
like
no-
once you get the front, I just kind of like,
Oh my god.
Honestly,
and then I've got it open, and then I just slide my fingers through it, and then from here, because the card's out, I can pretty much just drop it, and then whoop.
That was so clean. I mean,
That was,
other than
like,
putting
really
that dirty
clean.
thing in
I
your
did
mouth.
it. I did it to a ton of them. Shout out to TGA for being the GOAT. Like they did a lot for us, and
they make teeth crackable slabs.
Oh my
that-
god.
PSA does the same.
Do they really?
I've done it to
All right,
PSA. Yeah.
I know how
Oh
we're
my
starting
God,
the
Adam,
show
are you
now.
single?
All right, Adam.
What?
So I know
Are
how
you
we're
single?
starting the
Oh my
show
goodness. Whoa, bothered over here. That's
And then look,
hilarious. That's awesome.
and then look, I've got a 9.5 Forever Phoenix. Oh shoot, it's actually a Snorlax.
I actually
It's a
did
misprint. It's an error. Give me some super glue. We got this.
That. I
just
did that to somebody.
make
out of
sure-
locals.
error.
I'm just saying, you got to be careful with like. Listen, I tried to break into a CGC slab. Let me tell you, that's the most painstaking, annoying thing to do. Nobody is
Everybody
breaking
uses
those
a
open.
table saw.
Nobody is breaking those open. So,
No, we have a regular that walks to us at a show that breaks CGC with a table saw.
but yeah, and then I get two pieces.
And it's like it's
There you
clean
go.
enough to clap it back together, right? Like
It honestly, it is. It's. I think this is probably the cleanest I've ever. This is like on the spot. You guys just and
It's the pressure. Pressure makes diamonds, Adam. Pressure makes
I'm
diamonds.
telling you,
Yeah.
you got to start charging for this at a show.
yeah, no. See Adam, the amazing teeth slab cracker.
Yeah, we can bring that around.
Is
We
that
can
'cause
bring
I'm
one
white?
of
No,
our
just
buddies,
kidding.
Jimmy Neutron impressions. We can just kind of do it.
Yeah,
all.
we got the card house. We have the Jimmy's mom impressions. The degeneracy of our entire like little walkway. It
Oh.
by the end of a show, you're so delusional. Nothing you say
listen. You
makes
just
sense
have to be
anyway.
like a gritty ghost and just like get it done. You know,
Adam, can I ask what those cards are?
they're V friends.
What is a V friend, Adam?
Common sense cow. So they're like positive characters. They're
You know
based
Gary
on positive.
V?
Like
I don't.
Gary
You know
Vaynerchuk.
Gary V,
He's like
really?
a
Yeah.
big personality, do your own business type guy.
this is his card game that he made. This is the
Yeah, he
cheerful
like goes to
chipmunk,
yard sales and lowballs people. It's funny. It's good content.
the dedicated
he
dragonfly,
He has like some good like motivational speaking stuff out there. If you ever
the
get to
forever phoenix. Let's go. The grateful gar.
Adam, are these PC for you?
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
the macro.
There's got to be. There is like there is a money thing for
Yes.
this, right? Like
yes.
I was gonna say. It.
Currently,
There's a market for everything.
I know
Matt.
there's a market for everything, but this
Adam,
is.
did you get this when you went to the place?
no. I've been collecting V friends for a long time.
Okay.
I gotta find my PSA promo.
But,
for you.
like-
I think it's just sitting somewhere in my house.
But they did stuff like they have super stickers. So like this is the Forever Phoenix, the shimmer. So it's like a rainbow style. And then they came out with Topps Chrome, and I have a numbered 16 out of 25 sympathetic squid because this is like the comic strip that they did, and they did
really
different
cool,
colors.
actually.
All right.
It's actually really
So
cool.
that brings up a good question. Do you think Pokemon will devolve into serialized cards at any point?
Oh, do I have a story for you?
I think they will. I think the resurgence of Pokemon the 30th, I think that they have to do something shortly within it being the third, like at some point this year. They announce it at the very least where they do a new Topps collaboration, and
I was
then
gonna say,
there's
I
signed
think-
stuff, memorabilia. Like they could do so much with Topps now.
Oh, but so not the regular trading cards, but tops.
Yes.
I think we'll see a resurgence of like Pokemon and Topps Chrome.
Yep.
Hmm.
I
Well, yeah, Tops is confirmed. Yeah.
yeah.
I don't really
I feel
follow
very
Topps.
heavily that there's
Have they-
something will be
Have
there.
they just not done tops since, the 90s?
Nope.
I
No.
think the last top set was Tops Advanced for like the 3rd generation.
Mm.
Yeah, I have. There's
I
a
believe
deli
so.
bird.
It's what,
There's a
it's what that
deli bird that's
Bulbasaur
in
is
one of
from,
them.
right?
That Bulbasaur is from yes, actually, it's from the last. It's
Yeah,
from the
Tops
weird
Advanced.
ones that have like the odd cut cards.
Yeah, the die
Yeah.
cuts. Yep. Yeah, I don't think they'll ever bring actual serialized to the TCG,
No.
and I really hope they don't because God, that would make my life at shows a living hell. I don't know how sports card vendors do it, where it's like every card is a one of one downtown kaboom rookie auto patch numbered to one. Like it's every card is its own comp.
Yeah.
There are very few. Like how many one of ones, Adam, can you truly think of in Pokemon? There are very few.
It's like the
The
trophy
illustration
cards
rare?
from
The
winning
trophy cards.
from
Yeah,
winning the
Trophy
tournaments.
cards, artist signatures sometimes. Like I had that Snorlax in a while ago that was signed by the
that
artist.
was really cool.
Stuff like that. But there's very few one of ones, and sports is like all one of ones, and it's freaky.
That Snorlax you had was like the most expensive card I think I've ever wanted for my PC.
Yeah, yeah. I had a. It was the Rockets Snorlax promo where he's sleeping there with like the Z's coming out.
Yeah.
Graded with PSA with the card's author like signature on it.
Oh, that's fun.
It was like a $1,200 card, but it was gorgeous.
My only high dollar card is the special delivery Bidoof in his PSA 10.
I love that card.
There you go.
That's a pretty high value card, I think,
I-
right?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
a year
it's
ago,
one of those.
Yeah.
I slept on it. I should have bought it from somebody. They had it just loose, raw, and it was sealed, and it was like $300, and I was like, I should have just bought it.
so
But
I
back
think
then,
brought
I
it
was like-
to-
Sorry, you're good.
I was gonna say I brought it to Best Flippin' last year when I met up with Adam, and I would have sold it for $1,000 if someone wanted it. No one wanted it then. Now on eBay they're going for $2,300.
Wow.
So
Yeah, well, because between when you came for Best Flippin' and now there's been another boom.
yeah,
There's been a whole nother uptick on a lot of things.
I think I have a
So I
special
don't know.
delivery Bidoof in my showcase items right now. Yeah, I think that was one of the ones that I picked up at Kanto for like
Okay,
for
yeah.
dirt cheap.
Speaking of this past weekend, you guys see the run on 151 singles and sealed right now?
Crazy.
Yeah, Blastoise like doubled.
Blastoise is at like 200
Yeah,
something.
why? It's been like an
Zart's up
$80
above
card for
400.
so long.
They finally announced that 151 is going out of print. They like officially were like, we are not printing more of this set. And everybody freaked out like it was Y2K and just went and like bought literally
I
everything.
feel like it's
I
a
never
bad.
completed the set.
That's a bad set to no longer print, right?
Yeah.
They had to do it at some
Right.
point.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been printing
That's-
it into the ground.
Well,
It's
that's-
the same thing with Prismatic.
That's also
like-
what they're doing with Prismatic, though. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's Sam's Club. We're just gonna put a whole bunch more, and it's like I'm watching people. I'm like, I stood in line. I watched people open box after box after box and not pull anything. It's like
Have you guys?
they're just printing money, and they're printing fake money. You're buying it, opening it up, and they're like, "We got
selling it-
your real money."
And then they're selling it to us, and then we're printing the money right back into our own pockets.
Mhm.
Capitalism.
So have you guys seen any Ascended Heroes?
Yeah, actually,
Yeah, I opened, 4 packs at the shop?
I ripped 8 2-pack blisters.
How many
on
Poke
Sunday.
pads you guys got?
None.
Damn,
I know
if
you're
you
selling
find
them
any,
all. I
need
would
some.
assume, right? You sold them all.
Absolutely not.
Didn't pull any.
I
didn't
got
pull any.
one trade, like in a trade, and then immediately sold it to somebody. They were like, "I need that so bad." I got 3. I think it was at your table.
My whole vendor conglomerate was literally walking the entire show, scounging for Pokepads. All 4 of them were literally like animals on the hunt. They found as many as they could.
Yeah.
I think
It was insane.
I think Drew ended up with 2 playsets.
Is it
believe
is
so.
it a low print vol? I know it's an uncommon, right? Or is it a common?
No, it's a common.
It's a common.
Yep.
But I feel like it's not common enough.
No. Which is weird.
Well, when
Because-
nothing else in the set feels impactful because it's all reprints and there's no other like what other common Pokemon do you actually like play from that set?
Couldn't tell you.
Well,
The
well,
rest
my
of them are
thing,
reprints or crap.
No.
my thing
You
from
play the Totodile.
Prismatic. When we open up a pack of Prismatic, there's like typically there's always at least one trainer, but there's typically like 2 to 3. in a pack of Prismatic, whether it be the reverse or a Pokeball. Like, you get multiple trainers in a Prismatic pack.
Oh,
I feel Ascended Heroes is similar to that. Like,
I,
it's the same set time frame came out. They're gonna reprint it slow and just it just doesn't make sense to me
had a
why that's
realization
not
the other day
prominent.
that Prismatic feels so bad as a set to open because there's no IRs. It's only SIRs.
There's the Master Balls.
The Master Balls.
Yeah.
When's the last time you felt happy pulling a Master Ball out of Prismatic?
When I pulled a Master Ball Umbreon on release.
I pulled
Yeah,
a
that was
Master
it.
Ball Dreepy.
I think
think
I
that's
opened
good, right?
4 Prismatic packs like at all, and I just said I'm not opening anymore. I've seen too many people just hate their lives.
I pulled a God Pack release weekend.
My gosh.
Full God Pack.
I've opened a
Sold it for,
demigod,
like,
so like I know
5K.
it's real. I know it exists.
I have been chasing that high ever since. The amount of Prismatic that I have opened, being like, oh, I'm just gonna do it again, right?
Your amount of Prismatic to my amount of Prismatic though is disgustingly different.
Yeah, I bought that
Yeah,
ETB
you're
off
an
you
animal.
immediately and was just like, I'm ripping it right now. I don't even
So
care.
Zach and I did a show in southern Massachusetts,
I know. where
and
this is
I
going.
bought an entire case of Prismatic surprise boxes off of him. Because even just hitting the Umbreon would cover at least half of it. I didn't hit anything. Every single pack, I hit 2 EXs out of an entire case.
It's horrible.
It felt like watching somebody lose their mortgage at the blackjack table. It was not. It
You
was bad.
were
man.
like, did I leave something in the oven? I gotta go.
I mean, I got my money, but I didn't feel great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just counting like the amount of evolutions that I have here. I feel like there might be more. I feel like I might have opened some, but there's at least 12 14 here. But out of the 14, I got 3 Sylveon and 3 Umbreon.
I didn't hit a
So,
single.
like-
I've never hit an Umbreon in that set.
So like those are good.
It's pretty good. It's
Like,
pretty good. Yeah, they're like $20, I think. sealed.
Umbreon EX and niche collectibles, we don't get along, we don't talk, we don't see each other on the weekends. It doesn't exist to me. It's not real. Fake card.
I gotta show you guys the dumbest Prismatic thing I have in my house, actually.
Is it a tin?
Ready to go.
No, this is
Oh,
this
no,
is
no,
so
no.
stupid, Adam.
So I am not one to usually like buy and hold things. This is about 150 EV promos from Prismatic Evolutions.
Oh my god.
So most of them are sealed. Some of them are raw in the back here, as you can see.
Okay.
This entire ETB is just all sealed.
Okay. I do
bought them
I
at
do have a
$5
few.
piece. I will never be selling them. In like 3 years, I'm getting myself steak and caviar. We're doing well. We're killing it. It's over.
I mean, he's not wrong. Eventually, that card's going to become astronomically expensive.
That card being a $10 promo is a crime against humanity. I mean, it's
Well,
EV.
it's
it's crazy.
There are cards in like IRs that I think personally should be priced way higher, but I know why they're not.
Yeah.
Like what is it? It's one of the not the Zebstrika, but the Evo the Blitzel IR from Black Bolt White Flare is gorgeous.
It is gorgeous. Yeah.
It's like a $6 card.
Yeah, I've sold a bunch of Black Bolt and White Flare art
it
rares
flies.
for like $2-3.
I'm completely out of Black Bolt White Flare IRs. I don't have a single one in my binder. I don't have any in my showcases. They sell like hotcakes.
Interesting.
Okay. All right. So we've got you here. We've chatted, we've bantered a little bit. What are your guys' like origin stories? Cuz Niche, you kind of just came into it and I don't know the exact when and why. And Zach, Granite State TCG, then the NECU, New England Card or no, that's a bank.
No, the New England Card House universe. You're right. You were on.
Yeah.
It's a cinematic universe. You were right.
So it's like, and then I've been involved, I think I've only missed one show so far, and it's like every single time it's grown, and it just keeps getting better. And I'm very happy to be a part of it. And I just, I don't know. I guess I want to hear a little bit of, origin story from you guys.
Yeah. Zach, do you want to go first? Do you want
I
me to go?
think my origin story is so ingrained in your story that you should probably go first.
It's probably a fair point. Yeah. So I played a crap ton of Pokemon when I was a kid. Adam, you probably remember the game Castle over in
Yep.
Londonderry. Yeah. So I used to play there as a kid. Really liked the game. Got out of it for a while in high school because it wasn't cool. And this thing called COVID-19 hits, and I'm like, wow, I have a lot of time on my hands. So I start getting really back into Pokemon. At the same time, sealed is incredibly hard to find on the shelves. I find it at Walmart. There's this app starting in beta. It's called Whatnot. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. So hop on Whatnot during the early beta, and I'm like ripping packs and stuff. I end up forming my own LLC. And after a little while, that kind of died off. That business died, but I kind of had the formations of everything. So back in 2024, I had a bunch of extra slabs because I was just doing mostly grading with CGC and TGA. So I decided to do a show down in Connecticut. That was my first card show. It was Northeast Card Expo, the one down in Stamford there.
Okay.
So did that show, fell in love like instantly, like to a disgusting extent. And like 3 months later, I luck into vending at the first PokeCon, which turns out to be top two shows in the entirety of New England. Just like out of
I
nowhere,
would
I just
say,
lucked into
yeah,
that.
I would say.
Yeah, I saw Kai's post on Facebook, and I was like, "Hey, I'd grab 3 tables." And yeah, it's just been like constant growth since there. Last year in, I believe it was June, was our first show. We started our own show down in Danvers called New England Card House with me and Blair and Swass Chase Cards. Um, so yeah, it's just been constant growth to like a level that I don't even comprehend sometimes. Like I think today actually I kind of took a step back as I was talking to Zach, and I like took a step back and I'm like, this is growing like really quickly.
You'll you'll be
Like
in call and you'll tell me how stressed you are about the business, and then all of a sudden it's like a complete 180. You're like, wow, I'm doing this full time.
yeah, a lot of emotions, yeah. But yeah, I do a mix of local shows and national shows. Like I don't just do like PokeCon and Card House and those bigger shows. I do a lot of like more of the local mixed sports shows as well. So yeah, it's been ridiculous. I still don't understand how I'm here, but I'm loving it, so we'll take it.
It's awesome. Anish?
Yeah, I started actually not even in the card game. I collected the cards casually, but I was big into the VGC world. So I spent probably 40 hours a week breeding and training Pokemon and met some really cool people. I actually still talk to a lot of like the higher tiered VGC players. And then I was playing at locals with Zach, and he needed help at, what was it, Best Flip? When was that?
It was the last best flip TCG at Woburn. I don't remember when
It was,
specifically. Or no, the
or
second to last
Justin,
TCG at
when did
Woburn.
you come up to New Hampshire?
I think that
March
was the
of
summer.
2025.
Or no, okay.
So it was March 2025. Zach needed
Yeah.
help at a show, and he told me on the way down, like, you are gonna get addicted to this. You're gonna enjoy it. And I think I went home that night. I ordered a showcase, 3 top loader binders, 4 cases of top loaders, and sold all of my Digimon cards and turned it into Pokemon. And so the original LLC wasn't
You're
niche
like,
collect.
Digital Gate open.
Yeah, no, Digital Gate open, money into wallet open to buy Pokemon card collections.
And Digital Gate closed
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah. And then, so the original LLC was actually not Niche Collectibles. It was All Points Vending Company. I had a small partnership agreement with my father in law's business because he fills vending machines. And I was like, well, I kind of like the name. And then I got a bunch of weird slabs in at the first card house in June, and I changed to Niche Collectibles and not going back because I love it.
All right. All right.
Full-time
You would
jobs
say
are
it's a niche name.
it honestly it is.
It is. It's true.
Okay. Okay. Have either of you made any mistakes that are memorable that you're like, wow, that was
Everything I do for the first time is a mistake, Adam.
I'm gonna take the lead on
Oh,
this one. It was the like third card house. I got walked by another vendor. I'm not gonna throw names in or anything, but he offered a
that's you,
complete.
Zach. No.
no.
No, Zach.
Hey, when I offload my crap onto him, I'm transparent
Yeah.
about it. I'm like, these are the worst things ever. Do you want to put them in your case? I'll give them to you for like nothing. I'm
Oh,
transparent,
okay,
okay?
okay, okay.
If anything.
No, but I got walked by a vendor and he offered a complete buyout of my binders, my showcase, everything I had at my table. And I didn't think twice and kind of let him talk me into a super low. I think I sold it all at like 62% and was starting from ground zero with no spend money to start from ground zero.
Okay.
Tough.
Yeah.
That is rough.
I feel like all the mistakes I made as a vendor, I made while I was still growing. So like I started the business, I think it was around 4 to 5 grand total of my own personal money into the business. And I made all my mistakes while they were still really small. Cause like if you jump in, so like let's say I start the business with like a $25,000 just like influx because I want to get it going quicker. The mistakes that you're gonna make are way more impactful than just learning them when you make a $20 mistake instead of a $100 mistake. So like if you make the mistakes early while you're still kind of getting ready, it kind of gets them out of the way. Not that I don't make mistakes still. I made
Do you have
one
any
on
Do you have
Sunday.
any examples of?
Yeah, I imported a lot from Japan when I was starting, which was like cool but incredibly hard to move. So like the margins were great. We didn't have to deal with the customs that we're dealing with now in terms of the tariffs and
Yeah.
everything. So the margins were really good, but God, it was hard to move. Things just sat and sat and sat. That's probably the biggest mistake I made. Also, just I was very firm on sticker price when I started, which I've definitely gotten away from. That was definitely a
I
mistake.
feel like that's something that all new vendors do because I did it too. I was like, nope, this is my
Yeah.
Yeah.
sticker, pay my
I,
sticker.
I was definitely there too at one point. I was like, I could take like $1 off, you know. They're like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't help. Like when I was starting, I would sticker like so if TCG market was like 325, I would sticker at like 3 or 2. Now if TCG market is 325, I sticker it at 4. So
Yep.
when somebody buys this big stack and asks for $10 off, I don't even have to blink twice. I just go, "Yeah, of
Yep.
course."
I do the same. And now both of you, stickers on there with the prices. Yay or nay?
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay. If I ever walk to your table, if I don't know you and I walk to your table and you do not have sticker prices on your
I walk
cards,
away immediately.
I'm not going to look. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to acknowledge that you exist. You are not a thought in my mind.
Yep.
I
I understand why people do
The
it because they don't
market
want to get burnt when
changes.
things. So for example, like with 151, right? I know one of my vendor friends was walking around on Saturday at ShinyCon, literally buying 151 Zards at like $260, and it had jumped to like 300, and that's fine. But your lack of due diligence as a vendor shouldn't reflect on a poor customer experience.
Yeah.
Resticker your cards, man. I recomped on Friday. It's not that
I
hard.
will be
Yeah, and it's like,
It's
and
really
if
not.
something is not the right price, like I have my purple top loaded binder, which is like the mid stuff, and it's like I don't
Yeah.
always get in that. So it's like if there's a card
Yeah. You
that
match
was
market, and if they get a
$4,
deal, they get a
yeah,
deal.
if it was $4 now it's $3, like, oh, like cool, you can have it for 3.
Yeah, and you're not gonna blink. They show you the TCG player. You're
Yeah.
like, yeah,
I
sure.
mean,
They're
I did have
worrying
somebody say something with a Zygarde GX at the last New England Card House. They were like, they're like, just take this. This is what the last sale was, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, it's definitely at least 40. They're like, it was 32 or something, and I had it for 40, I think. And all the other sales were like 38, 40, 40, 30. And I was like, I do 35, like meet me in the middle. I was like I can't go that low. And it was just like,
Yeah.
nah, I'd be at that price that I want. And I'm like, well, I'd be at 35. So, I mean, he did end up
That's cool.
buying it,
Go
but it
on
was like,
TCG Player and buy one.
yeah.
Yeah, like
And it's like,
I've
I have never seen Zygarde in like anybody's case. So,
I had
Zygarde's
like
like a random
three of
Pokemon.
them.
So,
I had
yeah,
yeah.
the XY promo gets
I had the
expensive in near
XY
mint.
promo and then two of the shiny GXs when I first started vending, and I had them for months. Nobody wanted them.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That happens.
It's pre Legend CA. They don't even know.
Do you guys travel outside of like your immediate area for shows? Do you go further than like an hour out?
We have, and we've started to dwindle away from that because the show has to be so high quality to justify the drive.
Yeah.
Aren't we? Is it?
That's like it's like an hour.
Chelsea's only an hour.
Chelsea's
Oh.
like an hour. Yeah, it's outside of Boston.
Oh yeah, it is.
My rule is I don't usually go south of Boston, not only because of the geography, but also like all of the spend in Massachusetts is either out west in like a couple towns on the shore, or it's all north of Boston.
Yeah, that
Like
does make sense.
the spend north of Boston is actually disgusting. The amount of money I've seen people like just throw on a showcase like amazes me.
The amount of
Now,
money I saw get thrown on Tony's showcases today was disgusting.
so
Yeah.
I have a serious
Yeah.
question. Like, I know in the grand scheme of things, it shouldn't matter, because it's all about like exposure and location and community and consistency and all that stuff. But, you know, obviously tables cost money. Where your guy, like, as far as like, how much is too much for a table? Like, what would you be like? That's ridiculous.
Whatever best flipping is
It's
costs, honestly. What best
yeah, it's very show to
best
show because like
best flip is what, 300?
if there's a show that it's 350 for an 8 foot for 2 days, 400 towards the front of the room. Which like if there's a show to justify that cost, it's best flipping.
Yeah.
They've really gone up that much.
Yeah.
It's a 2 day show
Okay.
to give them a little bit of credit.
Okay.
So the tables work out to being about 175 per
Even
day.
that's still too much for me. I don't mind, like,
Yeah.
I'll pay 100, I'll pay 125, but I won't go higher than like 130 is stretching it for me. And if it's 130 for 1 8 foot, I might as well just do my small local show on the same weekend.
Yeah.
It really depends on the show because I'm not going to name any names. There is a local show to our area who charges astronomical prices for shows and tables and walkers, and they just overcharge for everything. I believe an 8 foot table was $210 for a 1 day show.
Wow.
Absolutely not.
And they charge. I think the biggest crime for that show is the fact that they charge $10 for attendees.
Yikes.
That's just
Yikes.
nobody does that. And trust me, I know their venue. It's not that expensive. It's really not. So it's very show proportional. If Kai from ShinyCon told me tables were going up to $250 a piece, I would have cash ready for him like on site.
Yeah, because
no
that
questions asked.
show is like, I know because I've attended it like several times.
It's crazy.
It's just you
always
can't even
crazy.
move. It actually like is frustrating as the customer. Like I go in there and it's cool to see you, say hi, shake, like kiss babies, shake hands, do all that stuff. But it's like it's so hard to like get to a table. There's so many people.
Yeah.
And that's something that like to me is kind of frustrating. Like I want to go and be able to look at cards, but it's like every table has 20 people at it. I'm like, I can't even, I'm like fighting people to get in.
It's something we've had to be cautious with Card House. Like in all reality, like we could probably have like 110 tables in that room and like make more money. But the walking space there is something that we really don't want to compromise on. It's a conversation we've had.
There's so much talk, at least like what I can hear from like people sitting at my table. They're like, this show is amazing. They're like, there's so much room. I can breathe.
Yeah.
Even though it's a little warm in here, it's not bad. Like, it's not like you're sweating because there's just people everywhere. The last show was extremely busy, but it still felt like there was enough room for everyone. And I think that's super important. I mean, like, to me, like having the ability to be able to move around is a huge plus. And
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of places just try to fit tables anywhere and anywhere they can, and just to make an
Yeah.
extra.
And there's a lot of shows that don't necessarily have the option to do what we do. Like for example, like ShinyCon, he's just limited to an incredibly small space.
Yes.
It's not really like a layout issue. It's literally just it's a small high school
So
cafeteria,
I went
and he is doing literally everything he can. So it's kind of just like a lucky part of our circumstance of being in the hotel that we're at for the
I
show.
went to my first ShinyCon with you when we did the midweek, and I was expecting the venue from how you talk about it and how everybody else talks about it. I expected the venue to be massive.
Yeah, no, it's pretty small.
It's a good space, though. Honestly,
Oh yeah, it's great.
Okay.
This guy.
Yeah, yeah,
Kai.
Yeah, and
love this
I
guy, bro.
believe, I don't know. He said we're in for one of the shows when they do like the mega thing.
Oh, probably the Megas. Yeah, he's upgrading to it's an indoor sports complex in Danvers, about 10 minutes down the road from our show.
Oh, okay.
For the whole summer, it's like a summer of Megas. I think it's April to October or something. It's like a
Yeah,
lot.
Okay.
I
So
have to like plan around doing those because I'm in those too with Tyranitar's Grotto. I don't know if you've interacted with him at all.
Not that I'm aware of, but
Really good dude.
possibly.
boy,
Like I
yeah.
do say, I go and like just buy stuff randomly all the time too. So all right, so we've got some shows coming up. That's exciting. I'm excited. Like
As you
I'm
should be,
just
Adam.
yeah, I really enjoy the show scene. It's a lot of fun. But speaking of shows and vending and vendors, what separates vendors who last from vendors who burn out?
Personality. Honestly,
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of energy.
it's a lot. It's how you interact with the people buying your things. It brings back what Zach said. It's keeping the consistency of like having the same 5 people come and spend $100+ with you, than having like 35 different people spending like 10, 15 here and there.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of repeat people come back to my table. It feels nice. And I've tried to change up my game because I had all singles the last show I did, and like a small case with a few slabs, and I actually moved several CGC slabs. And it felt cool because I was buying stuff, like people kept coming up to me and they were like, "Yo, I want to unload some CGC slabs." And I'm like, "I'll look at the prices. We'll talk about it." But like, I'm willing to buy them, and I think not many people are willing to buy them.
PGC is on the rise, and I will shill them until the day I stop breathing. I love CGC. The slab quality is beautiful. The slabs look
Mhm.
great. I have some of the new Mega Attack rares from Mega Dream. I pristined a few of those, and they look phenomenal.
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. CGC is like all right. I guess. I guess it's fine. I guess it's
Crazy.
all
yeah.
right.
Still.
I got a 300 card subbing from CGC on Monday.
Oh
I
my
love CGC.
goodness.
I wish
Oh.
there were cheaper options for CGC to get like the guards that they put on slabs, because
Yeah.
Yeah,
like the dragon scale ones are fine, but they don't fit, and then
yeah, they're only
you're
made for
kind of
PSA.
limited to spending 35 plus
But-
on card guards.
Can't you 3D print them?
Probably.
I don't have a 3D printer. Do you have one kicking around?
I don't. But
Yeah.
I do know that like they do make them.
Yeah.
Have you guys
So,
bought
makes
graded
sense.
guard?
I can't stand graded guards.
I I cannot think of a bigger like just market manipulation tactic than what graded guard does. It I hate them. I've actually given them away just to not have them at my table. I did it on I did it on Sunday.
No, you gave me one, and you gave
I think I gave Nick one.
yeah. I do
Yeah, I
I
can't
do
stand it.
have to say though, other vendors. I walked it was like a PSA 8 Jolteon from Prismatic. It was in bad condition, and I did walk one in a graded guard to a vendor at a midweek, and he bought it on the spot for like $100 just because it had the guard on it. There is a premium people will pay
Yeah.
for the guards. I'm just not your
Which
guy.
is stupid. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
I'm not your guy either. If you've got a guard, take that off
Yeah.
before you show it to me, please.
Well, and I'm even less than you, so I have wholesale. Wholesale. I have wholesale through Dragon Scale Supplies, which does really cool guards for PSA specifically.
I have one on me
And
somewhere.
I use them for I use them for everything. So like people walk me graded guards, and I'm like, if you're gonna throw it in, I'm just gonna give it away. You want to take it off? Like I'm gonna comp it without the guard. Like feel free.
I've had deals fizzle out because they didn't want to like not include the guard, which is crazy
This
to me.
this
Yeah,
stuff
it's crazy.
I've never
Yeah.
I've never
Yeah.
seen.
Yeah.
I've
Oh,
never
so they-
seen this.
Oh, yeah.
So they do
Oh,
make
I've-
CGC.
Yeah, I gotta order some. I have to go back on my portal. I haven't ordered some in a little bit.
Don't do it.
Yeah, the
Don't do it.
Radiants are gorgeous. The Mythics and the Radiants are both gorgeous.
I,
They're
like,
well,
but
I
you're
never
also gonna
graded my
need-
bubble Mew.
They're like, you're also gonna need this really expensive card to go in this specific one. I like how they're showing
What do you
it.
mean, Adam? It doesn't come with
No,
it.
no.
I-
And then if you
It
try to
doesn't
buy
come with
my CGC Bubble Mew, it doesn't come with the guard. I'm just saying it right now.
I want to make a note. You know the Suicune V from Crown?
Yes.
Gorgeous card, like the alt for it. Beautiful. They made the Dragon Scale made a blue guard, like a blue mythical
Like
guard
a sky
for it.
blue for crystal.
Oh, the Permafrost.
It was the Protofrost one,
Mythic Permafrost.
and it wasn't
Yeah.
made specifically for that, but I slapped it in there, and it looked. I charged the premium. I was that vendor.
Yeah.
It sold the same day. It looked phenomenal, but I was that vendor.
All right, Zach.
Yeah, I do think. Oh, just to bring back to the point of the mistakes that vendors make, by the way, I think there's a lot of vendors who are like reluctant to work with other vendors, and I think that's probably one of the biggest pitfalls you could get yourself into. Like, I do more business with vendors than I do with walkers sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like limiting yourself to just walkers. I literally sold like I got like $5,000 in today from another vendor, just buying a bunch of my stuff at like a reasonably high percentage.
Wow.
It walls so much of your profit off. And like I was saying earlier, like in terms of flipping cards and having new cards in your showcase, being able to sell or trade to another vendor is like the easiest way to just grab new cards for your showcase.
I'll come over.
Like, yeah, feel free. Yeah, 90%. Just
It
for
also
you.
Right.
builds that connection. Zach and I were talking about it the other day in the car ride home from a show, and we included Adam. We included you. We have a small cluster of vendors that aren't like vendor friends anymore. They're like second family because we've done deals with them. We talk to them. Vendor to vendor is super important in this business, even if
Yeah,
it's just
and,
like
like,
communicating.
I haven't even arrived yet, and there's a Delibird art rare just chilling out on my table when I got there. I'm like, what?
You're welcome, buddy. I think
Thank you. I appreciate.
I think
No,
I
and then you
like
threw like
4
two or
of-
3 more. Yeah. I was like, ooh, this binder's filling up pretty
Like
quick.
Tom, it's like Tom with the Bruxishes.
Yeah.
Happy to be here. I've told you this. For his birthday, I filled an entire page with the Bruxish IR, and now I take him in at $1.50 a piece, and I just walk him straight to his table.
Noise.
I let him rain like dollar bills one time. It was really
It's
good.
really funny.
All right, so we're gonna try to push through some of these questions here, Zach. So why start your own show?
So
Like, what was the
we
thought
started
process behind that?
It was twofold. So we were trying to fill kind of the Sunday show slot in New England because most of the Sunday shows in this area are like local sports card shows. And the other motivation for us was just to have another show to vend at. Like, we didn't need it to be, it's grown into more than I think anyone on the team has ever thought it was going to grow into. It was another chance for us to vend as well as run a show. And if we broke even on the show part, it was like, cool, we get another show to vend. So that was the thought process starting out. It's just definitely different at this point, just because of how big it's gotten.
So, what type of like planning efforts go into creating your own show?
So the hardest thing is the venue. We got really lucky. So the venue that we took over, which is the DoubleTree Hilton in Danvers, Mass. There was another show there before. It was the North Shore Card Show. It was a mixed sports Pokemon show. We did what was their last show. I believe it was like March of that same year, and it was horrible. They got 50 to 100 walkers. It was in the middle of the snow, and they never ran it again. But when we were looking into creating our show, we're like, like that venue wasn't the problem. The venue's great. It has its own side entrance, a bunch of parking, AC,
Is this a marketing
lighting.
problem?
The venue's great. Yeah, it was a marketing problem. So we reach out to the hotel. We got the venue. We got them under contract for the first 3 shows. After that, it was creating social media, signing vendors, creating vendor highlight posts, creating a walking map, pushing ad budget, stuff like that for show 1. A lot of that stuff gets a little easier for everything after that, but then the content side of it has definitely been the hardest part for us. It's making sure we're pushing vendor highlights, making sure we're making videos, making sure we're, getting everybody else to promote it. So the promotion side of it has definitely been the challenge in terms of the last 3 shows. That and honestly just the payment tracking. Really had to come up with like a foolproof system for that because we're getting a lot of payments through like Venmo and whatever else, PayPal. Some people are paying cash of. So the spreadsheeting has been on point from the boys. I'll say that.
Do you guys share on Instagram or what is it?
Yeah, we have an Instagram, New England Card House. And
I'm pretty sure
something that's been really important for us, I hope so. Something that's been really important for us is on Instagram is inviting the vendors to collaborate with the posts. So when you invite somebody to collaborate on Instagram, I don't know how much Instagram you guys actually do social media wise, but when you invite somebody to collaborate, not only does it show up on your feed, it shows up on the vendor's feed as well.
Yeah.
So when we're doing vendor highlights for 70 vendors, we're going on 70 feeds plus our own. So the collaboration feature on Instagram has actually been a lifesaver for us.
Yeah, I got to be a little bit more active on there.
Great chili.
Story of my life, Adam. If you look at my personal business Instagram, it is literally all Card House collaborations because I don't post a damn thing. Yeah, it's all Card House.
I'll just pull it up here.
We're here. Can we play the Chili's ad?
Do you really want to play the Chili's ad?
Let's play the Chili's ad. I love the Chili's ad.
What is the Chili's ad?
Oh, keep scrolling. You'll see it. You'll see Chili's.
There it is. Oh, it's so.
Thank you for dinner.
You're welcome.
I got you something.
I got you something.
You got me something? Yeah. No way.
This was on Valentine's Day, by the way.
Oh, sick.
That's really cute.
We went through the effort.
Oh, it's a.
You're possum.
Stop it.
No way.
It's a ticket to Card House?
Same.
You think I can find a girlfriend?
No, but they probably have whoopers.
Yeah, good enough.
They do have whoopers.
Right. You guys are nerds. That was great.
That was so good. That was perfect.
I got recognized at that show from that ad.
Amazing.
That's hilarious.
You did.
I mean, I would recognize you from that ad. Only 32 likes? Man. That deserves like 3,200.
Dude.
Thank you.
Well, we didn't pay promote that one. So
do you have a process for selecting vendors?
Yeah, so at this point, if you've been with us, that's most of where our priority goes. We had to pull pretty heavily off the wait list for February because we ended up booking our show the same weekend as Miami Collecticon. So a lot of our bigger vendors had already locked into that. So we're at a point now where, like before, if you had vendors with us once and you wanted to vend again, you're probably getting in. Now, a lot of the vendors that have only vended with us once or twice, there's definitely going to be a bubble there of some that won't be able to get in. But yeah, we have a vendor wait list of about 200 vendors currently that we pull from when we need to.
Yeah, because as somebody who's been there, from all the shows except for I think the second one, like it definitely has grown into something beautiful. Like it is.
Adam, you and I were like 2 day one vendors for that show. It's crazy.
No, it is cool to see how far you've come. Like, because I just remember like you had a binder and you were like, yeah, this is it. And then now it's like you got your displays, multiple, like 4 or 5 binder. I'm like, holy crap, this guy.
We were talking about that today, actually, how like 4 months ago, my entire setup was $3 pick boxes and then 2 binders and like half a showcase.
I saw pictures of my old setup the other day, and I wanted to just like cringe and throw myself out a window. It was bad. It was really rough. It looked really ugly.
It also helps though that like as a growing vendor, I've had Adam, I've had you, I've had Zach, and I've had a bunch of other vendors give me a lot of advice that works. I've had Zach backing most of my vending career, actually all of it. I go to all the same
All
all.
of it. Yeah.
We're in all the same shows. We vend like
Yeah. Have you ever vended a show without me, like that I wasn't there?
I will be actually.
Oh, for Concord.
Yeah, like March 29th, I'll be vending a show in Concord alone for the first time.
He's growing his wings.
It's gonna be
Are you
really
gonna call him
weird.
for moral support?
I might FaceTime him while I'm at the
There we
show
go.
and
Yeah,
Can
you should.
you pick me up? I'm scared.
hey Zach, drive down to Concord. I need you to pay for this thing that I can then pick through later and pay you half the price for the cards that you picked.
I would have hung up on please drive to Concord. Oh, I'm good.
I love Concord.
How far is Concord? Or you just don't like Concord?
like an hour and 10 minutes. It's the road on the way there. That road is like a death toll
The
waiting. to
202.
happen.
Yeah.
A 101. Isn't 101 out to Concord?
Well, 202 is from like Rochester through Barrington and then through
I hate
Northwood.
the back roads too, but I hate that less actually.
Yeah,
So
it's a nice drive.
I
That's
love
not
it.
bad.
All right, what keeps you going when a weekend doesn't go as planned? When you don't make a good amount, like not this show, but like the previous New England Card House, because I just did basically like the whole thing with slabs, and like I basically broke even. But this last one was really good.
So this last one was like middle of the road for me. It was good in sense of like I picked up a lot of things. I did not make a lot of money.
Well, I saw what you picked up, and I'm very jealous about that. Very
that
jealous.
ETB that I got into super cheap.
No, that big case with all the Japanese cards.
Oh, that was
I
That
forgot
was-
about
Yeah.
that. That was the card house before.
that was
Oh, okay, it
probably that's probably like the biggest pickup I've had.
I can't believe I ever questioned getting in on
For-
that with you. That was like $1,000 worth of profit in like
For
2
reference,
seconds.
Justin, I had a guy walk to me and he was like, I'm trying to sell this, like the little black cases that vendors and walkers carry around that have like,
Yeah.
He said, I have a bunch of these in my car. One of them is filled with illustration rares, full art trainers, and yada, 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 and all that fun, expensive, fun stuff. The only stipulation, which I will not recommend anybody do, I just don't have any brain cells, is that he wanted me to walk out to his car with him to go get the case. And yeah, oh yeah. I went out probably halfway through the parking lot on the other side of the hotel, didn't tell anybody where I was going. I had one of the guys who was working with Zach, I had him watch my table, and it was an entire case full of this, and he only wanted like $200 for it.
That doesn't
So
even
Zach-
make sense.
It was like $2,000 worth
Yeah,
of cards.
two grand
Yeah.
worth of cards for
I saw it.
$200.
I saw it. It was just all. What was it? It's not Ascended Heroes, but it's the
Mega
set.
Dream.
There's a
Mega
lot
Dream.
of Mega Dream,
Okay.
a lot of Black Bull White.
Yeah.
That's-
So I was
Yeah.
like just fanning like hundreds of the attack rares. I was
same-
like, no.
That
I was like,
same
can I have
show,
one?
Adam,
Can I just have one?
I went and I picked up a Reverse Hollow Expedition Charizard in a PSA 7. That same show.
Wow.
Sold it within like 2 minutes.
I would say, so in terms of having bad shows, I feel like you can actually kind of insulate yourself from having bad shows by opening more revenue streams. Because I genuinely can't think of the last time I had like a truly bad show. Because I know that like everything I pick up is going to go posted online, and all the low end I pick up is going to get posted on eBay. Like I can't think, Zach, when is the last like truly bad show we had?
Like you and I together.
Yeah.
South Coast.
Yeah, and that was at a weird location, and it was just
It was
kinda
at a-
slow. It was a lot of the slow shows are always vendor to vendor. So I feel like some vendors, when it's a slow show, won't make deals, When it's a slow show, my first thought is always vendor to vendor because nobody is selling anything, so they're willing to like let go of some
So
stuff.
one of like that show was bad for like a multitude of reasons. It was weird, like you said, weird location, kind of out of the way.
What was that
But
one?
you were also not in the best mental state. I was still starting out, so I didn't know what I was doing.
I went through a breakup. Like, we can just say it. I went through a breakup at 3 a.m. and then vended a card show the next day. It was really funny.
He called me that morning and he's like, "Hey, I'm running late." And you could hear something was off. It was really weird. It was a weird
Yeah,
vibe
that's
on the day.
that's
It's really
that's
funny,
never
though.
tough when you're not in the mental space to tackle something.
You have to be in the mental space for vending.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't have the right energy, you're not going to finish deals. You're not going to make sales.
No, and you're gonna
It's
You're not
actually
gonna have a
like,
good
it's
time.
really taxing. The actual business side of vending, I actually don't think is super difficult. It's very like buy low, sell high, ooh ah monkey. Like, it's very simple. The energy and like the people side of it is actually really
Yeah.
tough because you genuinely need to be in a good mental
It is
headspace
like quick
for the entirety
quick,
of a show, and once
quick
it
customer
drops,
service back to back to back to back to
yeah,
back.
yeah. That's the hardest part of vending, and it's not even close.
And
If
it's like
you
I'm
wait-
genuinely nice, but like you have to put on like a little bit of extra nice, and it's like that takes effort, that takes work. Like in your
Yeah.
brain, you're just like, okay,
do you
okay,
guys-
okay.
It helps when you love it that much. It helps to put on that little bit of
Yeah.
extra spin.
How do you
If
guys
you
track
wake up
your
in the morning-
sales?
Oh, I don't.
How do I track? Cash in, cash
Yep.
out, baby. Cash in,
Hey, I
cash
saw
out.
this card an hour ago. Where'd it go? I must have sold it because I have money in my little purse that I carry with me at shows.
Fair enough.
Well, yeah, mine's even worse because at this point, my show setup is 2 8-foot tables, 3 Zion display cases, 6 top loader binders. I can't tell you the last time I looked at my binders. I fill them, and I have other people work my
You looked
binders.
at your binders the other day when we were working a show together, and I said, "Hey, have you seen this card in your binder yet? It's too low of a price. You should probably sticker it high because it was."
But yeah, no, I
$20
got the SAR, whatever the water mask that Ogrepon for like $7
Teal
or whatever.
mask,
Yeah, no teal
Yeah.
Wellspring.
Wellspring.
You were like, yeah, I think that's like gone up to like a $15 card, but I have it 7. You got it, and I was like, yeah.
So I have a question
Yeah.
for you, Adam.
But it's
'cause I'm
it's in my
curious.
Chen Pao deck. I haven't even taken it out. I haven't even dismantled it. I know it's going out, but
Chen Pao?
Adam still holds on to the past. If you haven't noticed,
listen,
for
it's
Adam, though.
it's just in a deck box. I haven't touched Pokemon in a long time. I've been playing Festival Grounds. That's my deck right now.
Love that
that's
deck.
true.
Oh, you're gonna be good post
Yep.
Yeah.
What's your like showcase to binder price cutoff? Like how much does a
That's good
card
question,
need to
actually.
be to go into your showcase? Because I know mine and I know Zach's, and I've been
Mine?
curious on what. Yeah,
So I think I'm at like 25 or 30 to be in the case because like I still have higher stuff in the middle binder, but it's kind of like I'm putting like trainers in there. Like if you're looking for trainers, it's in
Yeah.
there. Nobody wants to see a trainer. Like I have a PSA 10 base set full heal because that's like kind of like a gimmick of the show. I bought it for like $50 way back when. It's now like $575. I think. I don't know. I haven't looked at collector recently to see what it is, but I will look it up. Give me a second. But I'm asking people when they walk past my case, I go, "What if you looked in this case? What are you like, man, I don't want to see that. Like there's no like I'm not buying that. That's not interesting." He goes, "That right there." And it was the full heal. So I'm like, "Okay, so no one cares about full heal."
I care deeply about that.
So I was a little sad.
You're so empathetic. Yeah, I think 25-30 is like I was at 20 for a while. And then I just started getting so much inventory that I had to move up to 30. And then if it's under 30, like there are certain things that are under 30 that I'm like, yeah, that's
Yeah, like a
going in.
Pikachu is
Like,
always going to
you know the
sell.
Haunter promo
Yeah,
from Mega?
Even if it's like 25, 30.
That's always going in my
it's gonna
case.
sell.
It's $25, $28. Get in the case. Like
Like
full art
I'm at,
Megas
like, 20.
always go in the case, like the old ones. Always.
Yeah.
I'm at
And-
20, and I find it harder to get to refill showcases because like my showcase is super low right now. I don't have much for it, and it might be because I haven't done a show, but it's harder to get those higher price cards off of people. I'm finding.
Well, I mean, honestly, for you, if you have a lot of lower end, like $5 to $20 cards. I literally would just put anything that is a Pokemon that is like recognizable and desirable, like Mimikyu, Pikachu, Gengar, Snorlax, Growlithe, Arcanine, like stuff that people are like always asking about.
Yeah.
So interesting contradiction to that. I've walked away from tables because I look at their showcase, and their showcase has super low value stuff, and I'm like, because when I walk, I'm mostly looking for binder stuff. I dig binders because I'm a player, and Adam, as you know,
Yeah.
people do not know what their playables are worth.
Like
And it is like a
Lopunny
tale as old as
EX.
time.
I'm like, 3
You're
of them
damn
for
right.
$1? Seems like a reasonable
Yeah.
price. Okay.
So sometimes when I see, like, that's probably just me being elitist. Sometimes I'll see somebody with like a $10 card in their showcase, and I'm just like, is there like a reason for this, or is this like just here?
Yeah.
I think that's probably just me being elitist at this point.
Well, I had some
I
can live with that,
Hanafuda
so.
cards in my showcase for a while, and I'm like, nobody actually is like saying anything about these cards, and I've kind of come down
That's
on
cool
some
though.
of them, but like I did sell one at this last one, but like there's the Pikachu. That one has stayed in the case because it's a Pikachu and it's gorgeous. That's all.
I have, for my showcase, I put it in every show and I hide it. I have a first edition fossil Zubat in my showcase. Stickered at $3, exactly what he's worth. But because I value Zubat so much in my personal life, I think he deserves to be in that showcase.
And that's cool
No.
because that's a conversation piece. Somebody's gonna ask, "Why is that in there?" You're like, "That's my favorite Pokemon," but I wouldn't
No,
even put a
first edition
sticker on it.
Kabuto.
Some lookers.
I
I
cannot
have a Wizards
stand-
of the Coast stamp Kabuto, and I'm like,
I
"Ooh,
cannot
I gotta hold on to that."
stand the first edition Kabuto boom. I have one. I have multiple in my binder stickered at $1 a piece. And if people ask and go to give me $1 for it, I will give it to them for free. I picked it up for 50 cents, and that's what I value it as. It is, market manipulation is disgusting.
The guy at the last card house, he's like, this is like 12. You could get a lot of money for this. I'm like, you want it for $3? He didn't buy it, so I guess he didn't care.
Yeah, because vintage is weird.
I was
People
like,
just
hey, if you want it,
people don't
I
want
can't-
vintage.
I can't keep
It's
it
weird.
in.
This boom has
Uh,
been weird that they don't really want vintage anymore.
I cannot
I've had the
I
opposite.
cannot keep vintage.
I can't
to
keep
save
vintage in my
life.
case.
I have
Do you want
one.
to trade
Yeah.
all modern for my vintage stuff?
I have.
Just
Oh my god, yes, Adam, come over tomorrow. Yes.
I will actually
I gotta
pull it-
work
Oh my
and then I
God,
have
yeah.
hockey, but
I will pull it. I have one vintage card in my case, and that is
Is it
this
a Zubat?
Espeon. Nope, it is this
Ooh.
Espeon.
is it Japanese?
Nice.
Yeah,
Nope.
it's gorgeous.
Which one
That's
is
like
that
a-
from?
It's Neo.
Neo
Destiny.
Neo
Destiny.
Destiny.
Neo Destiny.
It's part of. It
Yeah.
was part of. I think it was in Japan. It was part of that binder promo set.
Yeah, it was from the Neo file. Yeah. I just traded into a bunch of vintage today for modern. It was like the the Raikou Hollow from Aquapolis. I got that in like mod play, which is like
Nice.
gorgeous. Yeah, there's some good stuff.
And the
in
full
there.
full
yeah,
keel
vintage.
on
So
collector
vintage
is
buyers are
$5.50,
weird.
by the way.
That's gross.
Okay,
Vintage buyers are
There's
weird because
114
vintage buyers
of
are
them.
incredibly picky.
I'll give you a crisp.
It's important to
handshake for that.
have, but like
Yeah, they're
Crisp
they're
handshake.
very like, and then that's the hardest part is just trying to figure out like what to price it at, because it's like, oh, is it light play, heavy
Yeah.
play, moderately played, and it's like everybody's
I tend
definition
to be
is
harsh on condition.
different. Yeah,
So like if you're harsh on condition when you buy, you get to be harsh on condition when you sell, which means you have less of those issues. That's what I've started doing. So like if I'm between a card being MP and heavy, I will price it at heavy when I'm buying it, and I will probably sticker it at heavy, so just so I don't have to deal with the headache.
yeah, that's true.
Like it saves time.
And Adam, I've done this with you before. If somebody walks me a vintage card and I can't make the condition, I walk it to either the closest vendor, which is normally Zach, but like I walked you that Rayquaza from XY,
Yeah,
which
and you were
did-
like, is this fake? Is this real?
so it did turn out to be fake.
Yeah, it didn't look real. It didn't look real. That's the thing. I said that's the exact thing I said to you. I said if it were me, I wouldn't touch it.
Well, so and I did the flashlight test. John Clark's Cardboard came over and he explained how the flashlight test worked to myself and to the walker, and he just refused to believe that it failed the flashlight test. So
Because that is probably the most commonly faked era is XY, correct?
XY
Yeah.
and like
And
sword
black and
sword and
white.
shield.
Yeah,
They did a
black
lot
and
of those,
white had a
yeah. They
lot
just
of just
printed so much
random,
X and Y
even
fakes.
like the commons. They went like hard on the commons because I remember them. They were so like heavy
Why?
on the colors. I don't know. Pokemon came back
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah. They were very heavily printed. I have in my deck box one of the Caterpie EX, and it's the Charizard, but his name is Caterpie.
Oh my
I have
gosh.
that as well. I also have the first
Awesome.
edition hot Cheetos Zard.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you bought that?
I'm sure
Ashton and I opened
Mhm.
up an entire booster box of Paldean Fates that was fake that I bought off of eBay. I'm glad that we opened it instead of held onto it sealed, because if I had done that, I most likely would have sold that at a show, and I would have like literally been like kicking myself. So I'm so glad that we opened it, and we opened it, and a Quaxley was named Maridon. But it was like every pack just
Yeah.
full art, everything. It was just
Just full
everything.
arts and
Yeah.
hits, and
It was
yeah.
just like,
It's fun though.
yeah, it was
I
cool.
like
It's really
Ashton
fun.
had them
fun.
all, and I was like, you do know that like you cannot sell those. You cannot do anything with those. Like we
No
should
trades.
cut them all up.
No trades.
I don't know if he has them still or if we just got rid of all of them. I know I threw all the commons away and stuff. All right.
Adam, I still need you to sign a card
Oh.
for the signature binder.
Yes.
Okay, Adam. Well, so we're like the hour and a half mark. So why don't you do our housekeeping stuff, and then we will wrap it up with the advice segment.
We want to take a moment to recognize some of our Patreons. Huge thank you to our executive producer, Tish Smith, and a big thank you to our gym leaders, Ben, Espion Willow, Herbert, Matthew, and Sushi Slayer, as well as the other executive producers on the network, Xander, Monkey Bread, and Kate the Cons. Make sure to check out PokemonProfessor.com for links to everywhere you can connect with Special Conditions, grab some merch, send us a message, and connect with all the other shows on the Pokemon Professor Network. All right, guys, welcome back. We are going to do some quick little advice things, and then we'll get you to bed, because I'm sure you all are tired.
I'm ready.
All right, rapid fire. Best $100 move for a new vendor. They have $100. What do they do?
You gotta find a binder collection off Facebook and make the most out of it all. So price the EXs at $1, get the most money out of all of it, and then just keep buying binders. That's the easiest way to flip it over
Buy
and over.
something at $100 and liquidate it into smaller singles.
Okay, fair. Biggest mistake new sellers make.
You go first on this one.
Firm sticker prices, like not refusing to go down even like a $2-3.
I
Yeah,
spent
I
so
would say
much time with the
valuing-
sticker.
Yeah, I would say valuing the money over the connections, because the connections are what actually makes you grow, not the money.
Okay, that's huge. I was gonna say checking the condition of the back of the card when you're taking in trades, because I've made that mistake.
No, Adam, everything is near mint. Adam, everything is near
Playing
mint.
on your phone is another one I could have said.
Well, sometimes we're looking at prices, all right? Yes, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
If you're watching Hulu, man, get
Yeah.
over it.
All right,
All
sealed.
right, so
or-
2026.
Oops,
I was
sorry.
gonna say, is it the year of singles or sealed?
This year, just to be clear, I can't stand sealed. This is 100% like it's going to be a sealed market.
Yeah.
Once the 30th anniversary set comes out, it's game over.
Yeah, no,
It's
it's
100%
all
sealed.
sealed, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what should collectors understand about vendors? Or like show goers about the vendors that are there.
I would say that vendors are also collectors. Like the majority of vendors also have their favorite Pokemon and have their PC. I think vendors are a lot closer to show walkers than you would think at first.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
something similar, like don't be afraid to like shoot your offer before you ask me what the best you can do. I'm more than likely gonna have the same number in mind.
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
I always hate what's the best you could do. I always hate that. Just
I don't respond anymore. I go throw me an
It's like
offer.
what?
Yeah.
I'm not arguing against
Give
myself.
me a number, honestly, because the best I can do is my sticker price. Really, in a perfect
1
world.
peso. 1 peso.
Sure. What is the card? I don't know the exchange rate for.
I
a
don't know,
peso.
but last I saw it was like 300 pesos.
peso's
so.
not good.
Oh, peso's not good. I would have a peso, which would be really cool.
Yeah, there you go.
That's cool. He's right.
All right, guys. And in closing, okay, so like future of the hobby. Are we in a boom right now, plateau, or correction?
I think we're in a
Like, is the
boom.
market rebalancing?
No.
I no. So Adam, I think you probably I don't know if you guys know this. The new printing facility is going to open up in the States within the next probably 6 months. They're putting one down in the South.
Yeah,
So that's
Isn't
either
like a million square
going
feet or something?
It's massive.
Massive. That's either going to bring the market back to normal, or if that doesn't work, we know it can't be saved, and it's just going to keep going crazy.
I don't think there's no down for Pokemon. There's a steady or an up. Their down is
Yeah.
What is down?
I think the downs are over. Yeah.
And then what is the New England? Yeah, what does the New England scene look like in 3 years?
I think we're seeing it right now because the weekends are so full in terms of show schedule. You're seeing the rise of weekday shows. You're seeing the rise of midweek shows. I think that's
Tuesdays and Thursday
probably
nights.
where the hobby's heading. Tuesdays nights, Thursday nights. I think you'll have a lot of Saturday and Sunday night shows as well. I think it's going to be a lot of showrunners trying to fill whatever empty space is possibly left after all the weekend shows.
I do think the New England scene will. I think a lot of the smaller weekend shows will fizzle out, and you will see like a top 3 ShinyCon, New England Card House, Best Flip. Those are going to be like the big shows, and then the vendors who can't get into them will do like the smaller sports cards mixed shows kind of things.
Now, do those local shows matter long term?
Absolutely.
Oh, 100%.
Our local show is a heavy buy show. Most of my inventory comes from that show.
And this is the Sunday
Also,
one?
like people
Yeah.
need somewhere to spend or like to start out vending.
Yeah.
Like not everybody's gonna go to their first show and it's a collecticon. Like local shows are incredibly important. I just think the weekends are getting so congested that it's not that they're gonna run out of vendors. There are enough vendors to fill 3 shows every single Saturday. There's not enough walkers and there's not enough spend.
Yeah, like I've done some really, really small shows. I know that I did one twice now. It was the Weirs Beach Community Center, and it's they could probably fit like 15, 25 tables maybe, and tables were cheap. I think it was like 20, 25 bucks, and I was like, I'll get 3 tables. There was like 3 people that walked in the room. So yeah, that's a little rough, but that's an easy switch because I doubt that they were doing any social media because it was like the antique person like
Most of the
running it.
local ones don't.
I think
Yeah.
the most social
Yeah.
media that the Dover show gets is from you and I. Like, oh,
Yeah, I've done more for that show on Instagram than that show has ever done on Instagram.
and he gets the walkers. He's told us like, hey, I appreciate you guys consistently showing up. We get the people in the building.
And you said that
Local
show's on
shows
Sunday,
100% matter.
and that's in Dover.
Yeah, it's a Sunday show.
And
Yeah.
how would somebody who also does vend, who was interested, how would they get into that?
Message him on Facebook.
Yeah, it's all for the local sports card shows. You'll see it basically all on Facebook. For any of the bigger shows, you'll see it on platforms like Treasure.
Still haven't actually used Treasure.
Yeah, you should probably do that.
All right. And if somebody is searching for you guys online and they wanted to stalk you, where's the best place to find you?
Niche Collectibles on Instagram and TikTok, and I recently, within the next like few days, am gonna start streaming on Twitch again.
Ooh, okay. What are you going to stream?
Yeah.
ZA and Champions moving forward. I'm gonna get back into the VGC side of Pokemon
Okay.
as well.
That's cool.
April.
And they can find you in April?
Yeah, so I'm on it. Yeah, I should.
I guess I don't know who or what April is, but they'll find me there.
It's Champions release. What do you
Oh
mean
my
it's
god, that
Champions
is that
release?
is Champions release. Good god. Oh, and Pokopia. I will be doing a Pokopia stream moving forward because I'm
I
very
mean,
excited for that.
it releases tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not buying it on release. I'll wait for the update.
Fair enough. I only bought it on release from Pokemon Center because of the Ditto plush.
Yeah, I did
Yeah, I
see
saw
that.
that.
Are you getting it tomorrow? Like, have they confirmed or?
I saw my shipping notification from FedEx. I don't know when it's showing up though. I would guess Friday.
Midnight
I mean,
release.
I will say
GameStop, let's go.
my Ascended Heroes, like the Pokemon Center ETBs show up on time, but this is a game, not a card, so I don't know if they ship the same.
I know for Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, mine came like end of the day it came out, but it showed up.
All right, Zach, where can we find you?
Yeah, so I'm on Instagram at Granite State TCG, also on YouTube at the same title. I do vendor POVs and other kind of businessy type videos. And then yeah, check out New England Card House on Instagram as well. Our next show is in April on April 19th, I believe it is, the Sunday there. We have a special show featuring Mew because fun fact, it's on the anniversary of when Mew was what was it? When Mew was discovered
Oh,
under like the rumors came out
the
about Mew being under the truck in
the
red and
day
blue.
the show came out is the same day that Game Informer released the article about the first person who found Mew under the truck. For that show, please bring your
But
Switch.
okay, what is Mew under the truck? This is going over my head.
Ooh, I love explaining this to people.
Is
Here we
Justin
go.
too young for this?
Justin, how old are you?
Wait a minute.
I'm 34.
Oh, you're what? I'm younger than
I may
you, and
just
I know
missed
this.
it.
Okay, so back when Red and Blue first came out, Red, Blue, Green first
Yeah.
came out, when you go to the SSN and you're walking down the bridge, directly to the left, if you surf off of that, there is a small island with a truck. No explanation whatsoever on why it's there. No one has ever figured out why. Somebody back in the day hacked or did like the glitches and caught a Mew, and it happened to be in the spot with the truck, and then sent it into Game Informer or whatever I think it was Nintendo Power at
Nintendo Power.
Nintendo Power
Yeah.
at the time, and said if you go here with all these specific instructions, you're guaranteed a Mew. Pokemon hit it there, and it happened to be I think it's like the April 19th publication of that kind of is like, yeah, it's definitely there. Like they went on with the joke. They didn't tell you no, it's not there or anything. I fell for it myself.
Wow.
I see.
But I am the other showrunners have me
I feel
reading.
are we sure it was the SSN? I thought it was like Cinnabar Island or something.
It is 100% SSN.
All right, you're probably right.
I think my disdain for Gen 1's gonna come out because I don't know any of these places because I hate those games.
You're a monster, and you, sir, are the reason. Well, let me guess. You like Gen 2?
I mean, I do like
Yeah.
Delibird.
I'm also Team Gen 2, so I was a gold
Yeah,
child.
100%.
And to be
Less fetch quests, more fun.
clear, I don't like Gen 1 as much as others. I'm a Gen 3 child.
Yeah, that's
you're a Trico fan. Okay, that
I
all
am a
makes
Trico
sense
fan.
now.
I love Trico. Tell me one
Well,
wrong
okay.
thing with that Pokemon.
Did you guys see the presents, and what do you think about the new starters?
I hate every single one of them.
I don't like the Pommy remake or the
So
Rowlet remake.
the grass
or the
one has been
Sobble
growing
remake.
on me. The grass one's been growing on me only because TikTok is just a bunch of just morons and they're making stupid videos about him, and I'm like,
I've
yeah.
been saying
I like the
this-
political
this guy.
ones where they're like, "All right, this one is this and this and this," and then they're just like, I'm gonna pick that one." It's like they're crapping on it, but then they're like, that's the one I'm picking."
I've been saying the same thing since the present. Those 3 Pokemon are only good for my Shiny Charm. Other than that, they are straight to the box. I do not care. None of them
Wow.
have touched me in the ways that past starters have.
Well, that's because they're not in the
How
physical
good
world
would the
yet to touch
evolutions
you,
have to
but-
be, dude?
So
How good would evolutions have to be to make
How
up for
can
these
you
starters?
hate
It
on
would
a
have
dog
to be
like that?
amazing.
So
Are you not a dog person?
It's just a Pommy. It's an actual Pommy. Do we have
I
we have
have-
that Pokemon already? We have it at home. We don't need
no.
another.
Pommy sucks.
But it looks exactly
Pom-
the same.
I have trauma with Pomeranians specifically. I grew up in a house with a lot of Pomeranians, and they're just, oh.
All right, so we
I
know that you're
understand.
picking Pombon.
That one's going in the quote book. I have trauma with Pomeranians specifically.
But no, if I
Flip
have
that.
All right,
to,
no,
that.
that's how we're starting the show. I have trauma with Pomeranians specifically.
And then just instant.
And then they're
instant
watching
cut
the
video
whole
game
show.
book.
They're like,
Just
is he ever
right
going to
away.
say that?
if I have to pick one of them, like, you know, I'm being forced. I'm gonna pick the littlest pet shop lizard because
Yeah,
I think it's
Gekwa,
funny.
Yeah.
But
No, it's got to be Brout, dude.
Eh.
Brout be killing it.
I don't like them. I think I didn't like that whole present. I thought that was a waste of 25 minutes of my life anyway, but
Yeah, that
I didn't care
happens.
for the presents either, but I also watched it after the fact because I was camping and there
We
was
were watching it live.
there was zero reception for several days.
as a TCG player, I feel like I got robbed.
Oh my god, it's every Pokemon Presents. They do this whole thing, and Cafe Remix gets 20 minutes of these cool cutscenes, and then Pokemon TCG comes up, and it's like a JPEG, like 17 JPEGs go woo, and that's it. We didn't even get a set name.
Yeah.
They didn't give us a set
Pokemon
name.
Celebrations
Like, what?
2 Electric
I think-
Boogaloo.
Oh
The
my
only thing I can think of
gosh.
is they have trouble selling these other things. They do not have trouble selling the cards.
No,
The cards will
I
always
No,
sell,
you're not
especially
wrong.
the anniversary
I
years.
do like that they were getting the legend pieces again. I wonder if they'll be like, not a god pack, but you'll get both legend pieces in the pack. That would be epic.
absolutely not, Adam. And if you
No,
if you
they
try,
want to sell as
they
many as
will.
possible.
No,
if
they're
you-
gonna shrink
They
it
want to
down
sell
onto
packs.
one
Why do you think they
card.
started them?
if
It's like the dual magic cards where they have the two cards side by
Yes.
side on one. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like that. Yeah, they'll
if
do
you
that.
try to grade the new Legends
That's
cards,
terrible.
one will come back a 9 and the other one will come back an 8. You will never get 10s.
Yeah, that is true. Because
And
they don't know
won't-
how to
Well,
grade
it's just
them. They'll
modern
be like, what
Pokemon
is
And they-
this?
anyways.
and they won't be sequential either. Yeah,
They split them up. They
right,
shuffled. They
guys.
shuffled the package.
Listen, we could have you on we'll have you on again for sure. Because this has been fun. But if someone's on the fence about jumping into this hobby, what would you tell them? Pokemon
Like-
specific.
like jumping in with no prior
No prior
knowledge.
that like they're coming into Pokemon. They're like, oh, I've been playing One Piece. I've been playing Digimon. I've been playing tons of Lorcana. And they want to get into Pokemon.
I would tell them. So, good example of this, we have Kyle from Digimon started playing for his first time tonight. Find a favorite Pokemon and try to make it work. And
That's
just
fair.
have-
That's a good idea.
Just have fun. Don't look at it as like a serious competition, because your local scene is not going to be a serious competition.
I don't know. It depends if Zach's there or not.
No. I did go 4-0 today.
Yeah,
with Cole. But anyways,
Zach doesn't like to have fun. He wants store credit.
That makes sense. That adds up. Because then you can use that store credit to buy cards, and then you can sell those cards for actual cash money dollars.
oh, I just save it up until Tony gets mad at me. Usually,
Okay, that's fair. All right, if you
I don't think there's a. Oh
no, you're good.
I got one more
Okay,
thing.
go
super
for it.
quick. I don't think there's another TCG community that's as accepting and as friendly as Pokemon. I don't think anything truly captures the essence of what the Pokemon community provides.
I agree.
And I think that's a big selling point for people hopping in. Like Pokemon players are literally willing to help like any new player and
Yeah.
just so happy.
One
that
of the
they're
first
there.
experiences, like I was running a Pokemon League. I don't know. I was young, right when Ashton was born, and I was running a league, and I just brought cards for my friend, or I just brought cards, and he needed like 4 hollow Rhyperior, Rampardos, or something, and I'm like, yeah, they're all yours.
I think that's another thing.
Yeah,
Like Adam, you brought it up earlier. We all just kind of give each other things.
I gave away like 20 cards tonight for my binders.
Like
Okay.
if Adam gets a Zubat in, I know that he's not going to charge me market on the Zubat. He's just going to come over and say, "Here you go, give me a Delibird." Eventually,
Yeah, I did. I mean, I'm always on the hunt for stuff, but I did get something for Zach.
which one? There's two of us.
I know, not niche.
Oh.
I don't know if he's gonna like it, but I did. I think it's something he might.
It'll be from you. I'll like
I
it.
picked up the Pokemon Rumble promo Heatran in a 7 for Zach the other day, out of nowhere.
I have a bunch of those promos.
Yeah, you want to sell them to me?
Love those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, how much? Let's actually.
Hey.
You know what, Adam? Let's make.
Hey, deals off the podcast.
All
Deals
right,
off the
yeah,
podcast, guys.
Text me.
Guys.
All right. With that being
It'll
said,
be a rumble
Text me.
off.
if you enjoyed this episode, please follow and subscribe wherever you listen so you don't miss the next meta update or show session or interview. Send this episode to one friend who's getting back into competitive or someone who's been complaining about the meta or not being able to find cards, or somebody who wants to go to shows or be a vendor, you know? That's all I got. I guess you could email us, specialconditions@pokemonprofessor.com. You can leave us a voicemail, text us, send us a picture, 732-835-8639. Justin, you got anything else?
I think that's a show.
All right, trainers, remember, if you're affected by a special condition, don't forget to use a full heal.